All right, this should be a good watch. This should be a good watch. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Oh, oops. Oopsie daisy now. If you don't pick fucking properties, boom. World's largest cave. Boom, lock. Let's go. Ready. Ready for it. The world. Wait. The world's largest cave. It has a forest, a river, and a cloud inside. Let's rock out.
Sondong.
Damn, hold on. This shit look beautiful. What the? Oh my god. What type of camera he got?
Sondong, the largest cave on our planet.
What type of camera is that?
This cave is so massive
God
that it has
damn.
a completely self-sustained ecosystem with its own climate conditions.
What you mean it got
Hundreds of meters
clouds though? He said it got. The title said cloud. How the fuck that shit got clouds in it?
underground, the clouds you're used to seeing in the sky form inside this cave. Sondong even has an untouched prehistoric rainforest hidden far below the surface, and a
fuck?
vast underground river. From transparent fish to colorful monkeys, over 200
Well, that's transparent catfish.
a vast underground.
No. I think it's too small to be a
river.
catfish.
Transparent.
No, I think it's one of them things that suck on the glass when you put them in the little aquarium. I don't forgot what they was called. Damn, what are they called? I don't remember. I know they suck on the glass though.
Fish to colorful monkeys, over 250 endemic plant and animal species live in this underground world. 7 new animal species were recently discovered here and are unique to this place. Stretching
Calm.
9 kilometers in length,
Like
this
it.
cave holds
Me like
38.5 million cubic meters
Hold on, what the fuck? This the cave?
of space, and its
This cave could have been used for way more. Oh my
passages
lord.
are so enormous that a 40-story skyscraper could fit inside, and its giant stalagmites are rising like
Damn! What the fuck is
towers of
that?
ancient cities. Walking inside,
That limestone?
it's impossible not
Did
to
you just say what it
feel
was and I'm
like
just asking?
towery skyscraper could fit inside, and its
How the
giant
fuck is skyscraper gonna fit in here? How big is this fucking cave?
and stalagmites are rising like towers of ancient cities. Walking and
It's gonna have to fit sideways in there. Ain't no way a skyscraper is standing up in that motherfucker. What are we talking about? No way, right? You mean sideways, right? Cause how it gotta be sideways. What the? Come on, man. Let's be honest. It's sideways.
inside, it's impossible not
Right.
to feel as small as a tiny bug. Can a rock move on its own? Sondong even contains phytokarst rocks, which move towards the sun like
Phytokarst.
semi-living organisms.
My
Rare
nigga, this
cave
cave got every fucking thing. What the fuck is this? My nigga, how the fuck do you have rocks that? What are you talking about? They move? What the fuck you mean they move towards the sun? What?
karst rocks, which move towards the sun like semi-living organisms.
What
Rare
the
cave
fuck?
pearls and many other unique formations are also found here. For 3 million years since its formation, the world had no idea about this cave's existence until it was fully explored in 2009 in Vietnam. Now, it's time
Damn.
for you to see the largest cave on Earth.
Show
Individual
me.
access is forbidden to protect both visitors and the fragile environment. This expedition is operated by Oxalis, the only authorized
Oxalis.
agency. To reach Sondong, we've trekked through the jungle for 9 hours. And now we must pass through N Cave, the world's 3rd largest cave. This cave serves as a gateway to the world's largest cave. It's crucial.
I have a question though. Like I've been seeing them cave diving videos and shit where like motherfuckers be dying and shit stuck in the cave and can't get out. Like they try to fit into like the smallest fucking hole and try to get out. But why? I mean, maybe to find shit like this and like maybe, right? Maybe. Cause I just wanna know how and why. Okay? Because a lot of you motherfuckers is out there dying and shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing these little cave shits, alright? It seems super fucking risky, my boy, okay? So, my thing would be is this bitch, why I keep losing focus? Bro, so like, why though? Is it like a thrill? Adrenaline rush? Because that shit gotta be scary as fuck. You're going into the unknown, my boy. And sometimes you do gotta go into the unknown. Somebody, hey, fuck it. Somebody gotta do it. Fuck it, man. That's all I got. Somebody gotta do it, man.
To be
If it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be someone else, man. What the fuck is on your leg, my boy? What were we looking at here? What the fuck was
It's
that?
crucial to be fully prepared
It's moving?
for every
Nigga, I
possibility.
thought that was hair. Oh my god, what is on you?
So, before setting
Fuck.
out on this journey,
Is that a
we did
leech?
deep online research about Sondong and its surrounding area to learn about everything that we would need to know. Now, we're heading towards the beach inside the cave. Over the
There's a beach in there? I mean, I know we just seen this, but that's a beach technically? That's fire.
Water from nearby rivers gradually carved this place. The ceiling is 145 meters high, and the cave is 200 meters wide.
During the flooding season, much of this empty space is submerged underwater. You can understand from the basket over there, the water levels rise so much.
Damn! What makes the water level rise?
With a breathtaking lake in front of us, it was impossible not to take a quick dip.
Oh, I would too!
At dusk,
And I can't swim. I would too. I risk my life for that. To dive into some water that looked like that in that cave. Look, that shit looked beautiful as fuck. I would do the
the
same.
sound of swift birds echoes in the cave. Because of their short and weak legs, these birds can't take off from the ground and must jump from a high place to fly. If they are trapped on the ground,
To fly or glide then? Like, is it gliding at that point? Cause I feel like flying. No, wait. Like, can they, like, when they fly, like, can they go back up, down? Like, oh, that's gliding as well. Like, you can glide like that too. Like, you played the Batman games, bro. Bro, is that a dead bird? What the fuck? This is a crazy pause. That's my fault.
And must jump from a high place to fly. If they are trapped on the ground, it means death is certain for these birds.
This one was onwards and waited to die.
So they can't touch the ground. Damn. Oh my god, I'm pausing too much.
Sunrise, we're ready for the journey to Songdong. If we call this cave a neighborhood...
No, because I'm curious. Bro, so like the birds, like, so they literally just hit the ground and can't go up anymore. They're finished? Is what he just said to me? They're finished. They're like, nope, okay.
Then Songdong is a massive
We
city
got life.
in comparison.
We will move to the darkness now.
I can't help but wonder what awaits us in Songdong. As we walk, dozens of crickets on the ground start jumping from side to side. The ground is covered with centuries of bat guano. Above us, countless bat...
Up by what?
The ground is covered with centuries of bat guano. Above us,
Is he saying
countless
shit?
bats
Is that
hanging
shit?
deep
Bat
sleep,
guano? What the
but
fuck is bat
some
guano?
are awake and constantly defecating
That's
on
bat
it.
shit, right?
So it's not a good idea to look up.
Oh my fucking god. Yo, please tell me he's okay. That shit looked crazy.
So it's not a good idea to look up.
Damn. Ooh.
That's how my arm looks.
Nigga, that
We
shit.
passed by
I know that
formations
shit hurt.
that look like
I know that
traffic
shit hurt.
The limestone steps take us to the path that leads to Songdong.
Wow. The view here is amazing.
Oh my
you can
god,
see some water.
that's beautiful. Oh my, beautiful. Is this a different spot? Like, it's not where the beach was? Oh my god, damn.
Coming down from both sides.
End Cave welcomed us for a night deep in the jungle. Now, it's time to meet Songdong.
Ugh.
It's trying to come.
Why is it moving towards? Oh my god, there's no way that shit is moving towards him. What is that? What the fuck is that? Why is it moving toward him? What type of worm is moving to? Okay.
To me, you know? It's moving.
Oh
towards
my god,
me.
that's creepy. That's actually
Knows
creepy.
what to
That's
do.
actually creepy.
Oh,
Oh, GG, that's a leech.
got
That's a
too
leech.
big.
Damn, that boy.
Beneath the soil we walk on lies the 450 million year old limestone formation, which began forming long before the existence of humans or even dinosaurs. This calcium-rich limestone is composed of shells and skeletons of ancient sea animals that sank to the ocean floor and gradually compressed over millions of years. However, since calcium dissolves easily in acid, acid rain slowly erodes limestone and forms caves over time. This is how the world's largest cave...
Oh, that's how. This nigga just told me how caves were made. I did not know. I didn't know. Is that how caves were made? Or caves like this is made? Because I feel like caves are made differently.
However, since calcium dissolves easily in acid, acid rain slowly erodes limestone and forms caves over time. This is how the world's
Fire.
largest cave was formed by rain dissolving limestone. A challenging final climb brings us down to the grand entrance of Songdong.
It's fire.
As we
Like
move
that.
deeper, everyone's switching on their headlamps now. This path will lead us to the Hope and Vision Passage. In this 9-kilometer long cave, there is so much to explore. We might
The Great Wall of Vietnam. Cave Pearls. Dolan 2. Green Gorge. Wedding Cake. What the fuck? Fossil Patch of the tallest
be the
stalagmite in the world. Underground river. That's where they are now, right? Like what? My nigga, my nose, bro. Like what the fuck is in my nose, bro? God damn. It's like every time I talk, some shit shaking in there.
The first to record newly discovered.
Do I got a nose here yet, bro? And if I do, how the fuck do I cut it? I'm scared to try to cut shit in my nose. What if I accidentally cut myself, bro? Then I got a fat ass nose cut. Or I could do that little nose wax shit. Hey, that shit gonna hurt even more though. I don't know.
Animals.
This is the entrance of Sondong Cave.
Wait,
to
is there a forest in there? Is that a fucking forest? Is that a forest? That gotta be. That's like a forest.
Newly discovered animals.
And how the fuck
This
are
is the
animals
entrance
here?
of Sondong Cave. You can see those people look tiny at the entrance.
Even just a
That's
few
the
steps
entr-
in, we're surrounded by incredible cave formations. The water, rich in minerals, flows down from the ceilings or walls and builds these beautiful rimstone pools over time.
That look eatable.
The very first animal greeting us is a cricket.
A cricket.
We are
It's not
making
an
our
animal.
way through the rocks.
Some stalagmites are sparkling in pure white because of the mineral type they're composed of.
It looks like a diamond.
Yes, it does.
There's a huge stalactite in bronze color
Okay. Have y'all not seen diamonds? A lot of. Never mind.
resembling frozen waterfalls. The orange-brown hues suggest the presence of iron or other minerals mixed within the limestone. Some stalactites have actually broken off from the ceiling and fell down to the ground.
That one in the middle is a fault line. It was formed because of tectonic movements of the Earth.
Sondong's enormous size is not just the
Who the fuck just said that? Why was that different? Where'd that voice just come from?
ceiling and fell down to the ground.
That one in the middle is a fault line. It was formed because of tectonic movements of the Earth.
Sondong's enormous size is not just the result of water
You gotta
erosion,
love science,
but also
man.
the fractures caused by tectonic movements, which created pathways for water to flow deeper.
There's a huge river in this part of the cave. If you fall, you can't swim. It's so fast.
Heavy rains feed many rivers here, and a large and fast river now flows through the cave.
How did this come to life? We are like hundreds of meters inside the cave. There is no sunlight.
Heavy floods can bring soil and plant stems into the cave. That's why we see a sprouted seed here.
Unfortunately, without sunlight, they won't survive for long. The flood also brought spores in, so now there are
Damn.
mushrooms growing here. The moisture and darkness are perfect for them.
Just yesterday the water reached up to here. It carried a lot of mud with it.
It's so recent, as if the flood just happened here. Signs of the incident are still visible.
We reached the Hope and Vision Passage. This is the largest part of the cave. I'm standing
The
next to
largest
the
part?
tallest stalagmite in the world. It is 80 meters high.
It took an average of 800,000 years for these minerals to accumulate on the ground as water dripped from the
God
ceiling and formed
damn.
this massive stalagmite. The reason it got so huge is because it grew in a part of the cave where the ceiling is over 170 meters high and more than 130 meters wide. So this part of the cave is as large as a 40-story skyscraper could fit, and even a double-decker
Damn.
aircraft could fly through.
You
What?
can see the light coming from the first building.
Nigga, huh? You telling me a airplane can fly through here? Okay, maybe I'm not just adjust. Maybe just because it's video, I'm not there in person. Maybe that's why I'm not understanding how big this place is. He just said a what can fly through here? A plane? Okay, okay, interesting. That's interesting. Cause what? Okay.
Very far ahead, that's where we are heading.
We spot cloudy-like white patches on the ground.
What is this?
A spider web.
When they sense vibrations of
Spiderweb.
a trapped insect, the spider jumps out, bites the prey, and returns to the funnel to eat. These
Oh,
are
they got
sand
them sand spiders or whatever. the fuck.
towers.
Or not sand spiders. The sand. Bro, those spiders that hide in the hole and jump out. Yes, I've seen them before, but they make like little traps and shit, little doors and shit. It's kind of fire.
Bites the prey and returns to the funnel to eat. These are sand towers. When water drips from above, the parts under the pebbles are protected while their surroundings erode. And in the end, it forms these towers. It looks like a small metropolis.
If you carefully look at it, there's a guy standing on the top of that rock.
Our teammate in the far distance
I'm about to
is
get
now
that
standing
actually
on
a person?
stalagmite of 60 meters in length. We move
Is
3
stalagmite
kilometers
slippery? That should be looking slippery as fuck.
forward in the cave.
This is our camping site. Imagine sleeping here, looking at this view.
From here, you can partially see the first dew line. It might look like the cave's exit, but it's actually the first of two massive dew lines. And from here on, things will get more incredible. The temperature difference between the outside and the inside of the cave...
My fault. I don't know what a dew line is, but it look like that little opening part, but I'm gonna actually do a little redo. How you spell dew line? Dew line?
Things will get more incredible. The temperature difference between the first dew line. It might look like here, looking at this view. From here, you can partially see the first dew line. Dew line. Is it like this? Oh, that's what he's saying. Wait, are you something? No. How can dew line, stag light. Nothing is popping up. What the fuck is? Oh, what? It's not popping up. What? Dew line? Is like this? Dew line cave? No, I'm not.
Fuck it, bro. I'm assuming he's talking about the little upper part, bro, like the opening. Where you see like light and stuff. That's what it gotta be.
It might look like the cave's exit, but it's actually the first of two massive dew lines. And from here on, things will get more incredible. The temperature difference between the outside and the inside of the cave forms mist and clouds inside the cave. The area beyond them is called Watch Out for Dinosaurs. We will explore that place.
There is dead ass clouds in there. Okay, yo, this cave is full of surprises. Like, it's actually okay.
Tomorrow. For now, it's time to rest.
Now we are going to first Dolin. This is the next day. There will be a lot of things that we will see today. Let's go.
We are crawling through narrow passages to get to the first dew line.
A very narrow point.
Ooh.
These sticky
Bro,
threads
what the
are
fuck is
traps
it?
belonging to cave worms. They produce a blue-green light from their tail to attract
Cave
flying
worm.
insects to these sticky threads. Once an insect gets stuck, the larva pulls up the thread with its mouth and eats its prey.
This limestone
Oh.
is the oldest limestone in Southeast Asia. It is more than 400 million years old.
While some sea creatures become part of the limestone, others mineralized and ended up as fossils, like you see in this example. We'll get into the details of this fossil later. We're almost
I
there.
wanna know what it is.
Wow. It takes for water droplets to reach the ground for like 20 seconds from up there. What is the height of
Damn.
this wall?
It's around 140 meters.
Everything is huge
Oh.
here.
This is a. I ain't gonna lie. This, like, I've seen some caves. This is a beautiful ass cave. This is one beautiful ass cave. I'm sorry. This is a beautiful cave.
When you look up, you can see the trees of the rainforest surrounding the opening. But right now, we are meters below and still inside the cave. The reason why this hole exists is that hundreds of thousands of years ago, the river flowing inside Songdong eroded the limestone and weakened the roof. The roof couldn't hold up and collapsed, creating this giant hole above. So the light gave life to these algae and mosses.
In the afternoon, we'll go to Dolin number 2. It's very different. You'll see a real jungle there.
But first, let's see the
real
first of the last two incredible formations here.
This is
What
also
are
a stalagmite,
Stagmite?
but it's a different one.
No, that one is a. Bro, look at that.
It owes its unique layered shape to the waterfalls. These are phytokarst formations. They are rare limestone formations shaped by the growth of algae, mosses, and microorganisms together
Bro, look at
with
this
healthy...
cave, bro. Yo, look at this cave, bro. Look at this fucking cave, bro. This is, bro. I can't get over how beautiful this cave is. I just can't get over how beautiful this cave actually is.
Carbonate. Since both biological and geological processes shaped them, they're like partly a living and partly non-living. Here you can see the phytokarst formations moving toward the sun like a hand extending from the cave. Climbing 1 kilometer down and up in the dark, we finally reached our next destination.
This is the second Dolin, much bigger than
What
the
the
first
fuck?
one. This looks amazing. All of a sudden, we are in a forest, in a cave. Look here, they're so dense.
The roof of the cave at this point collapsed as a result of the intersection of two main faults, forming a dew line on the surface 252 meters
look
above
at
where we
this.
are.
This
The
shit's all
collapsed cave roof
green.
allowed sunlight to enter, giving rise to an entirely new ecosystem. Despite extreme conditions, plants and animals have managed to adapt and turn this place into a unique underground rainforest.
As we move forward towards the light, the height of the plants grow. The soil makes it perfect to form a rainforest.
A large portion of the soil here consists of bat guano, It is accumulated for millions of years and is highly fertile.
The soil here is deep and full of small holes. There is an insect in each hole, and the insects are making traps in these holes to catch animals.
This jungle is huge.
Wait, an
The
insect is making that
biologists
to
have
catch
more than
animals?
200 species of plants.
Well, his thing
and
different with
almost
animals. He called a
60
cricket an
species
animal,
of
so
animals
what the
living
hell?
in this area.
There are some monkeys on trees. This might be the only cave where monkeys live.
Most primates typically prefer trees as their habitat, and cave
Bro, there's
environments
monkeys
are
in
not
there?
suitable
Wait,
for
how? Wait, what? There's actual monkeys in there?
species of plants, and almost 60 species of animals living in this area.
There are some monkeys on trees. This might be the only cave where monkeys live.
What the
Most
fuck?
primates typically prefer trees as their habitat, and cave environments are not suitable for them. However, this extraordinary cave has become a new living space for certain species. We
Bro.
came across a centipede,
Look at that
and snakes are living in
coloring.
this forest as well.
Oh,
Sound of this
there's a real
forest
ecosystem
is
going on in
calming.
here. A whole ass ecosystem.
Even the explorers who first came here in 2009 thought they'd found the exit for a moment.
Remember that we are in a cave. This cave has its own rainforest. All of these trees get thinner but taller to reach the sunlight coming from above. That's why all of them are very thin, but very tall compared to their width.
Certain trees reach heights of 40 to 50 meters. It's because the trees prioritize height to maximize sunlight absorption.
This is the remains of a snail. Monkeys catch these snails and break them with stones, then eat them.
As we move through the cave, we start coming across signs red-shinned dukes have left behind.
What?
Look, so many snails. Most of them are broken and probably eaten by a monkey.
We kind of forget we're in the cave because it's so massive.
Oh my
This is where we are going to
lord.
camp tonight.
It's our fourth and final day in the cave. Today, we navigate through
that
a
water?
water-filled passage before reaching the Great Wall of Vietnam. The stalagmites here look fascinating, almost like the work of a sculptor.
A pool of water
That's
surrounds
beautiful.
this column and fish are swimming in it. These fish
Fish.
have no eyes as they have adapted to live in this total darkness. Instead, their other senses got stronger over time.
See how it doesn't give any reaction to the shadow of my hand or the movement?
It doesn't see anything.
Yeah, he blonde as shit.
Like the fish, this cricket is completely blind. It doesn't see me.
Damn.
These super rare formations are called cave pearls. They are usually 1 centimeter in diameter, but here, since they are too old, some of them are as big as a tennis
Look at the
ball.
formation.
Just like real pearls, they form around a tiny nucleus, such as a grain of sand, with layers of minerals slowly building up over time. They need a few hundred years to be fully formed. As we push further into the cave, something unexpected catches our eyes. These are deer bones. They're estimated to be 500 years old. There is one last challenge ahead, an 80-meter high karst wall called the Great Wall of Vietnam. To reach there, we must also pass through a 600-meter long Passchendaele passage. The passage is now filled with water and is turned into
Yo,
a breathtaking jade green lake.
This cave is big as
so high
fuck.
that the light does not reach to very top.
After the wall, the light from the exit is visible from 500 meters away.
We have explored the world's largest cave
Imagine
from
getting
one
lost in
end
here,
to the
man.
other. Yet on the fourth day of the exploration, one mystery still remains. Which ancient creature the fossil we saw in Saint-Blanc
Oh, you finna tell
belongs
me?
I'm opening Opera browser and quickly navigating to the cave's website to check the related article.
Here we'll find the same fossil's image and its description. I'm gonna press Command/ or Control/ to open Aria. It's a built-in AI tool. Let's ask it to highlight the key points in this article. The article mentions 2 different coral fossils, but doesn't specify which image belongs to which creature. Luckily, Aria has image recognition feature. I'm gonna upload the image and ask again.
Is this an ad? I literally can't tell. But I really want to know about this
It
fossil.
identifies the fossil we saw as Tetracorolia. Let's check for more information on this sea creature.
First, I'm using the Tab Islands feature to effortlessly group tabs by topic and save space. I can expand or collapse them as needed.
I'm splitting the browser window to view both websites side by side. It appears that Tetracorolia or rugosa went extinct 300 million years ago.
The
This
what?
carnivorous species is believed to have had tentacles to catch its prey and grew up to 10 centimeters. Because it is extinct today, we don't know exactly what this animal looked like,
Oh.
but with Aria's image generation feature, we can create a possible visual for this animal.
Oh, you could do that too.
Here's an illustration of a living tetracorolla drawn as a colony with tentacles. By the way, tab traces feature, as
Shit,
you can
like,
see here,
creep me the fuck
help
out.
us see our recent visited tabs by darkening the underscore.
The darker the underline, the more recently the tab was visited.
Using Opera Smart Tools, I believe that we identified which creature this fossil belongs to. Opera also enhances workflow with a floating music player and customizable themes with many other features.
Alright, nigga, alright. That was the end of the vid. Nigga, did I just watch an ad for the end of the vid? What the fuck was that? Okay. That ended just threw me the fuck off. Okay, good vid though. That I ain't gonna lie, that is one of the most beautiful games I've ever seen in my life. I'm so glad he got that. And it's filled perfectly. Holy shit. Yo, that film, hey man. They cameraman did they shit, my boy. They cameraman did they shit.